What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're up at our Dutchess yard. We're not going to be here for long. We are heading out of here soon, but we have two of our plow trucks here. The reason the hood is open on the F350 here, this truck has a battery disconnect on it. So right here, this little lever, basically you flip it the other way, it kills the power. But I needed to get a number off of the radios. All of our trucks have radios in them so we can talk to each other without having to use our phones. But the radio company told us that there should be a number that pops up here when you turn this off and then you turn it back on. It should show like a 4-digit code, but this one's not showing it for some reason. Let's see what happens here. Channel 1, site ID 13, and then it just says CSB Contractors, which is the name of our snow removal company. So I don't really know how to get that number out of here. I am going to call my uncle in a couple seconds, but on the top of these radios, I don't know if you can see it right here, but there's a sticker up there which I can read. The camera can't really pick it up, it looks like. But I gave our secretary that number. This truck over here, is this unlocked? Let's make sure we don't lock ourselves out. This truck, the radio is mounted a bit differently, so it's a lot easier to read that serial number there. But even if this truck is almost dead, so it's gonna make some weird noises probably. Even if I do the same thing here, it just says 01, which is the channel. And I think that's all this one says. So this is a different radio though. If you look at the two radios, they're obviously a bit different, but this one doesn't change at all no matter what I do here. Hit anything, spin this, is just the volume. And then your channel, you can go all the way up to 16. So it doesn't tell us any information. I did give her the serial number and the ID up here, but this one was listed as truck 6. This is truck 28. So we must have taken this radio out of a different truck and put it in this one. I don't need the key. Leave that there for now. Shut that. Let me get my uncle on the phone and see if he can tell me how he got the number, because he did it with the trucks down at our main shop today.
Alright, so there was two different style radios. You see that menu button?
Yeah.
Hit the menu button and then scroll.
Alright, one second. Let me turn this radio on.
Then you should have arrows. Just scroll to the side.
Okay, one second. It's loading up. Okay, hit menu. Contacts, zone,
Yep.
messages,
My info.
utilities, contact, zone, messages, and utilities.
I'm sorry, we'll do that one more time?
There's contacts, zone, messages, and utilities.
Hit utilities.
Radio settings,
Alright, now scroll from there. It's going to say my info.
radio info,
It should say my info.
radio, model index, site number, my number.
My number. Hit that.
4835. Okay.
Yeah, it gave you a 4-digit?
Yep, 4835. Yep. So how do I do it on the other radios that don't?
Yeah, so there was still a menu button, and I don't remember how I toggled it, but that's what you're going to look for every time.
Yeah, well, this radio that I have here is an older radio. This is in 28 now, and when it turns on, it just goes to the channel number, and there's channel up and down, and then there's P1 and P2. There's no menu button anywhere. And P1 and P2 don't do anything.
Hang on, one more time with that. What's on it?
Channel up and down, and if you scroll through that, it just goes all the way to channel 16 and then back to 1.
Right.
And then there's P1 and P2, and there's nothing else. I can just turn the volume up.
Yeah, one of them was different. There's no other buttons on the front of it.
No buttons at all. No buttons anywhere on it.
I don't know on that one then.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's
Well,
an older style?
yeah, this was taken out of the old truck 6 and put in this truck.
Okay, I'm not sure on that one, but...
Yeah. All right. Good enough.
Right. See you later.
Bye. All right. Well, at least we figured out the one. That was nice of him to be able to walk us through that. Let me get that number real quick and I can call her back. What is it? Menu. We went to utilities, radio info, site info, my number 4835. All right, I'm gonna call our secretary, give her this number, and then we are out of here. We gotta head to Sparrow's Nest real quick. All right, so the reason I'm on my way to Sparrow's Nest, you may remember a while ago, they got a massive stove delivered, a Doyen stove, and we helped them take delivery of it and get it inside the kitchen. We also set up a bunch of racks for them. I don't think I recorded any of that when I was putting the racks together. But basically what happened, they ordered the stove and then they ordered the racks later because they didn't realize that the racks didn't come with the stove. When they ordered the racks, they sent them the wrong racks. I put the racks together, set them outside the stove. They went to use them. They can't shut the door with the racks inside now. And the racks are very important for them. They bake a lot of pies for the holiday season, and that's one thing that they do. They sell a lot of pies and they make a lot of money off of it, and then that money goes back into the company to feed more families that are dealing with a cancer diagnosis. So they need these racks. Basically, when they ordered the racks, the company didn't look into what oven they had, even though they ordered the oven from them as well, and they just sent them whatever racks they thought they might have needed. So we put the racks together. Unfortunately, they don't fit. They ordered the new racks. They're there. I have to break down the old racks and build the new racks for them today. And then I actually have to head about a half hour to 45 minutes away to look at a Terrastar that has a blown motor. We may be picking it up if it goes cheap enough. It is on an auction website, Auctions International right now, and the auction ends tomorrow. So by the time this video is out, we'll know if we won that truck or not. And we might not even bid on it. It depends on what it looks like. All I know is that it has a blown motor. So this may be a parts truck for us, or we might put a motor in it if we get the truck cheap enough. Anyway, let me get to Sparrow's Nest. We'll deal with this, and then we're heading to look at that truck.
Let's go.
All right, guys, I'm pulling out of Sparrow's Nest. Perfect timing because the rain just started, and I got the old ones broken down and put back in the boxes that the new ones came in. They didn't exactly fit, but it is what it is. They can deal with that because they sent the wrong rack, so that's kind of on them. But the oven is very neat. I didn't realize this when I built the first set of racks. If I knew how the oven worked, I probably would have realized that the racks weren't right. But basically, there's a top shelf on the rack. It's not really a shelf, it's kind of like a bracket, and that oven spins the rack automatically for you, so you don't have to constantly spin your pies to make sure the crust is cooked evenly around. So basically that top rack goes into like a spinner. It has a lock, and once you turn it on, it just starts rotating by itself. So you only put one rack in the oven at a time. I thought you put all 4 racks in and you had to manually spin it. I really had no clue how it worked, but they tested one of the racks out and it works great. So they are very happy. I have about a 20 to 25 minute drive over to where this Terrastar is. So I'll see you guys when we get there. So I just called the guy to let him know I'm a couple minutes away. I'm actually getting off the exit right here. The highway garage, I can see it right off the side of the highway here. But apparently the truck is not at the highway garage. It's at one of the other yards for the town. This is a local town right near us. So I guess when the engine blew, they parked it in one of their other yards to free up some space or something. I don't really know, but he said we're gonna hop in his truck and take a ride over there. It's about 5 minutes away. I'm not gonna bring my camera with me. I will try and get a few clips on my phone that I can throw in here to show you guys. My dad also wants me to FaceTime him when I'm with the truck, so I'll at least get a few clips on my phone and then I'll update you guys once I'm done looking at it. All right, guys, I just pulled out of the highway garage here. So the person that I called originally was like the highway superintendent, and he was off today. So the mechanic answered his phone, and the mechanic's actually the one that brought me over there to look at it. So it kind of worked out for me. I got to talk to the guy that was actually wrenching on the truck. The first thing I asked him when we got in his personal truck to drive over there was, what's the deal with the truck? It's got a blown motor, right? He goes, oh no, it doesn't have a blown motor, it's got blown turbos. When we got over there, started the truck right up, fired up immediately, tested all the hydraulics, dump body went up and down, plow went up and down, power angle all worked. Put it in drive, truck went forward, truck went back. We didn't go out on the street anywhere, we didn't get up to any real speed at all. It was only like 2 miles per hour going forward and back. But the truck runs, and the highest bid on it right now, let me pull this up. The highest bid on it is $1,275. There's been 32 bids, and the listing has it listed as a blown engine. It says mechanical notes, has a blown engine, check engine light on. This truck has some very expensive parts on it. The Cirrus system, all the hydraulic stuff for it is probably upwards of 10 grand. And if we can get this truck for anywhere around that price or even lower, it's a home run for us. Like, we don't need the truck for anything else on it except the hydraulics reel. We can pull pretty much all of the hydraulics off of that truck and put it on my dad's Peterbilt and get the Peterbilt complete. The reason that the Peterbilt is not complete yet is because we can't get the parts. We sent it up to Zwack, they're struggling getting the parts, and that's the reason there's been no update on that truck at all. So we might buy this truck just to swap parts and then throw the truck in the corner of our garage, and if anything happens with any of our other Terrastars, we have a parts truck for it. So we can just pull parts off of that, whether it be a door, a window, a transmission, a transfer case, anything that we may need, we can pull off of this truck and put it in one of our other Terrastars. So if the price stays low, it's only at, what did I say? 1,000, where'd that go? 1,275 bucks right now. The auction ends Tuesday, October 21st. Today's Monday, October 20th. It ends Tuesday, October 21st at 8:07 p.m. Obviously, if there's a bid at the last minute, it extends. I think it's a couple minutes. It said it on here somewhere. I can't find that right now, but basically, where did it go? I know I saw it. Basically, it extends the bid by a couple minutes so that other people have a chance to bid. It's not like at that time the bid is done and high bid wins. There's also probably a bottom dollar that it has to reach in order for it to sell, but being that it's listed as a blown engine, I don't think anybody's going to bid some serious money into it. So there's a good chance that we could actually win this one. By the time this video comes out, we'll already know. I don't know if I'll put it in this video or if you guys are going to have to wait for an update. I might throw a clip in after this. I might not. I don't really know. We're going to have to see what happens, but we may have a new Terrastar in the next couple weeks. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this one. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.